What is up, everybody, and happy freaking Sunday! How are we all doing tonight? Or today, actually. It's 4 o'clock. It's night somewhere. Somebody somewhere in chat. Hopefully it's nighttime for you, and I'm not a total big old goober. But how we all freaking doing? Freaking Meg's in the house. Shelly's here. How y'all both doing? Freaking Kaya! Hello! Flowers is in the house. Flowers! Dave, for real? Dude! It is a bit early for me to get started today. I actually have a lot of stuff. You're going to be seeing this big old goofy mug that needed to shave earlier. Way too much today because I've got this stream. We're going to be streaming a 1OK Rock concert directly after this on Twitch. So if you're watching this right now and it's like maybe an hour after I started streaming, I'm probably over on Twitch at this point watching the This Is My Budokan concert on Twitch. 1OK Rock. I'm really freaking stoked about it. Lisa, how are we doing? Mutant, how are you tonight? BTS Nuna, no! How's it going, homie? Freaking Tracy is in the house. Sam is here. Marianne. Meso freaking Soups. What up, yo? Oh, God. Well, my chat just blasted down way far. Edward, Wait, yeah, I said your name right. Edward! See you in Dallas for Love Bites? Dude, I am so freaking stoked for that concert. Yes. Jackie in the house. How are we doing tonight? Freaking, Audrey, how are you? Wait, no, hold on. Aubrey without the buh. So Aubrey? Ari? How are you doing, Holmes? Freaking, yes. How is everybody? Dill, CF, Moonglow, Dylan, freaking Sly, Julie. We're going through the list, okay? We're going through the freaking list. I love you guys to death, for real. May in the house. How are you doing? Well, guys, we got a lot of stuff to cover tonight. Like, a lot of freaking stuff. And I don't have a lot of time to actually cover it all. Hello from Louisiana, Pamela. Tina Burke, what up, homies? Alexander, how are you? Alexandra, sorry. Crazy old grandma is here too. How are you, my friend? Okay, so we got a lot of issues to talk about. And by issues, I mean nothing bad at all. I actually just have a lot of plans. And y'all know me. I'm an ambitious little dude. Little tiny little old baby with ambition over here. Let's freaking talk about some of these ambitions that we got. And I'm going to show you guys some stuff. I've actually prepared a little bit, slightly, kind of a little bit of preparingness for what we're going to be doing. So check it out. First little thing we're going to talk about. Boom! Bora Haon 2024 welcomes your homie Liam McEwen, which is actually the name of a town near where I live by. How many of y'all know this handsome young lad right here with long hair and a bucket hat? Liam. I've never actually met him before, but apparently going to be meeting him real soon with my homie. Motherfreaking Nico is coming. From what you got to say, Nico's going to be here. Little old Reevesy over there from Fest is going to be there. We've got Prison. We've got Morrow. We've got another Liam. 2 Liams. 1 show. The battle of the Liams, man. We're going to see if they can't arm wrestle it out. I don't know, though. This Liam over here with his guns out looks like he's, I don't know. Liam Khan might be able to beat him. I'm not sure. Gonna beat it? Prepared. No. Don't prepare. Love your random boy. Yes. Crazy old grandma. I love your freaking style. So yeah, everybody's going to be there. Possibly Meg's going to be there. So we've got people that are going to be out here. Also, did anybody else notice, like, if you're just scrolling really quick, like, just maybe blink really quick and then just, like, don't look. Did y'all notice that this guy right here looks kind of like a little bit like Suga? Kind of hit me with a little bit with them Suga vibes. Boom. Dude in the middle top. Did y'all see him? Suga, possibly. Yeah? I don't know, man. I was getting a little bit of that Suga vibe from him. I was like, yes. Your sister says, hi, Mr. Blitzo. Freaking, yes! Oh, my God. I freaking love it. Well, the O is silent. But Blitz! How's it going? Dylan? Wait. Oh, nice. Freaking heck yes. How are you tonight? So, either way, everybody's going to be there. Bora Haon, it's actually going to be on the 20th of July, which is tomorrow. It's July, homies. It's July for some people right now. But tomorrow, so July 20th, and this is going to be an all-day event in Nashville. If you guys do want tickets, there is a link. I actually have you. I'll just go in and plop this little ploppy thing right. Wait, crap. How do I plop it? Let's do this. I got to plop this link really quick. Link plopping, guys. Boom. And then my code is John Reeves Bora, which is wild. That's my code just in case somebody would be interested in going to this event awesomeness in Nashville. It's going to be really fun. I hear that Nico is going to enter in the dad jokes competition. And as you all know, I'm an amazing break dancer, so I'm probably going to enter in any of the K-pop dance competitions. I'm not really positive. That might be a truth or that might not be real. You should react to a BTS interview to prepare. That's a great idea. I freaking love it. If I'm being honest, no. Right, same. Wait, no, the dude, you don't... Suga vibes a little bit. Not even a slight Suga vibe. Well, actually, we've got a little bit of information about them all. We've got a little bit of information about everybody. But me and Nico, it says reaction panels on here. So, if you want to know about us, we do reactions, and we're doing a panel. But Liam McEwen, entertainer, entertainment journalist, host, and our favorite BTS interviewer. The interviewer becomes the interviewee. We are so excited to welcome our very special guest, Liam McEwen! as both a MC for a few rounds of Run BTS style games, as well as an interviewee in our interview with Liam. I freaking love it. Check out all of his interviews with the guys whabop there. So I'm probably going to have to watch this list soon. All right, so Miro with another dude named Liam, but his name's Liam Kron, and freaking Korean American rapper, singer, songwriter, and producer. Dude's got the credentials out the wazoo, freaking outside of the wazoo, performing BTS covers plus a few originals, which I'm really stoked. Liam will be singing and dancing in between his sets. What? Sounds freaking awesome. And then Prism, which is actually right freaking here, and that looks really close to the Linkin Park logo, so I already know I'm going to love these guys. I already know I'm going to love them. Stop it. Thank you. I love this shirt too. Thank you very much, Pamela. So, already know I'm going to end up loving that one. Freaking 3 times K-pop dance, K-pop cover dance festival world champions. What? The 3-time gold champions of K-pop cover dance festival worlds. Performing BTS dance covers in the evening, plus teaching choreography workshops during the day. So that's where I'm actually going to learn how to do the dance moves that I'm going to enter in the tournament. And I'm going for it, guys. Blitz of Chaos. Did someone summon me? We always did, Blitz. How you doing, dude? So essentially, that's what we've got going on. I would if not for 17 to 20 hour plane ride. I feel you, homie. I feel you. But I'm not going to lie to you, May. If you were like, John, I'm going to take you on a food tour of where I live, I would be like, getting on a plane. I'm coming over there and I'm eating all the food. And there would be like a time. They would be able to carbon date the world from when I came to your place to eat and then time afterwards, because there would just be so much foliage missing in the freaking carbon dating. If I didn't already have plans to be in Atlanta, I would be there. Oh, Atlanta's freaking awesome, though. Well, that's very cool. So, we got first order of business, freaking Bora Haon out of the way. We've done it. We've talked about that. Freaking awesome. I feel great about it. I'm really excited. Again, there is a link in the chat. I will put one in the description. And if you guys would like a ticket, my code is John Reeves Bora Haon. Boom. So, first order of business is out. Next order of business. What's Forrest Gump's password? That's a good question. I think it's Jenny. Not sure. Jenny, spelled weird. Spelled wrong, though. You're not going to be able to guess it because it's spelled weird. Boom! Next order of business, yos. We've got 30 albums in 30 days. This is kind of an ambitious thing that I was randomly like, why don't I do this on Patreon? And little did I know I was going to do this on Patreon. We're going to talk about it, and I'm going to unveil, actually, what all we've got on here, if y'all are down. Do y'all want to know what the albums we're going to be reacting to are? Now, you might notice to yourself, John Reeves Live, you big old silly goofus. Isn't that only 20? Because I counted them all, and I'm so freaking smart and quick thinking, and I can read so fast? Isn't that only 20 exclamation points? Or freaking question marks? Why, yes, my astute friend, it is. But below it, we've actually got, oh, God. Well, anyways, we've actually got more. Let's go to this. Let's do this number. Oh, there's more, you say. What? All right, so check it out, homies. Boom. There's the whole list. That's the whole freaking thing. 30 freaking albums. And you might notice some of these have numbers and some of these do not yet. Essentially what we got going on. I'm going to move you guys down to here. We're going to hang out together. Boom. All right, so here we go. Anybody want to throw out some guesses? If you guys want to guess, if you do guess and you guess it correct, I will pop open the one that it is. Actually, no, there's no way I could do that. There's no way I could possibly do that. But if you guess the correct one, I'll just open up one. No, that doesn't work either. We're just going to talk about it, and I'll just show you guys what we're doing. I don't know how to do this the easy way, so here we freaking go. We're going to do it the way. First one that we're going to be reacting to, ladies and gentlemen, and I do already have a few of these reacted to and scheduled to post. First one we've got on here. What do y'all think? What do y'all possibly think number one might be? The homie that started us all off. The one that got us going. Motherfreaking BTS Dark and Wild. Can we get claps in the chat? Claps in the chat. Motherfreaking BTS Dark and Wild. Can we get a couple of snappy snaps? Clappy claps. Let's just claps it up. Dark and Wild, everybody. Starting it off with BTS because, my guys, they started us off. BTS number 1 gone. Let's do it. Freaking done. Okay. Now question, what is y'all's favorite song off of that album? Because I just reacted to it a couple of days ago, and it should be up on our Patreon soon. It is a golden album. There's not one song on there where I'm like, I didn't like this. I didn't like this album at all. There's not one song on there that I thought, I'm going to skip it. No. Every freaking one of them was amazing. It was all great. Thank you guys for the claps. Thank you. They deserve it. They deserve all the claps. It was freaking amazing. Kathy, I'm not sure. My friend oh, okay. Sorry. Reading Kathy's message. Either way, Kathy, heck yes. Dark and Wild is legit. The entire album reaction will be up on tomorrow at 5 p.m. on our Patreon. If you guys would like to check it out, there's an album reaction tier on there. Boom. The entire album will be up, and it's a beautiful little nugget of awesomeness. Now, these are not necessarily in order of when I reacted to them or when they will be posted up, okay? So know that going into it. They're not all in order yet. I'm probably going to move them around and get them in order, but either way, all of them. Danger is amazing, but Sam, recently I heard Danger, the, what is it, Mo Blue version, and I freaking love that song. Holy crap, it's great. Rolling freaking Lizzie! So I do love Danger, and one thing that I'm trying to do with all these album reactions, instead of me just staring aimlessly at a blank picture like this and reacting for an hour at like literally staring at this right here with music playing, instead of doing that, I've been trying to find lyric videos and music videos whenever we have them. So music videos and lyric videos, I like to check out the lyrics as well. You know what I mean? So our album reactions, I'm trying to make them is like freaking foolhardy as you can make them. So either way, first album out, Dark and Wild, freaking love it. Y'all like this? Yes, thank you. I found it in my closet earlier. I was trying to find something and then boom, stuck out like a sore thumb. All right, so the next one, and again, not in any kind of particular order here. Boom! Taylor Swift Evermore. We are reacting to Taylor Swift Evermore, which this one was a specific request from a homie who I went and saw live recently. Her name is Alex Ray, and Alex was like, John, if you liked anything off of the freaking Long Pond Studio Sessions, you're going to absolutely love Evermore. And she was not wrong. The first 5 or 6 songs off this album were some of the freaking most like almost lo-fi inspired music that I think I've ever freaking heard. It was awesome. There was really cool stuff in there. Musically, it is a beautiful album, and lyrics freaking awesome. And lives of songs. Yes. Mutant Salt. Freaking yes, homies. So the next one we've got on there is Taylor Swift Evermore. I think my favorite one on there is still going to be either Willow or, my God, how about the fact that she's got a song on there that's called my grandma's name, Marjorie, which is actually her grandma who passed away. And it had your homie in freaking tears. I was a sobbing wreck because the lyric video, which like I think more people need to follow her lead on doing this. Her albums, like the Tortured Poet Department just recently released, and in that album, she did the entire thing, lyric videos. She did lyric videos for every single song on that and posted it all on YouTube. Because you know who gets money for all of those plays? Her. You know who's going to do reactions to them? People like myself. And then she's going to make money on that as well too. So like she gets album sales, she gets streaming sales, she gets all this freaking stuff. So like that is such a great idea financially from an artist perspective. But then from a fan's perspective, I love listening to songs and reading lyrics. Like I'm not joking. Lyric book, dude. That was me back in the day. Just like listening to a song, reading through the lyric books. And sometimes they'd have cool little pictures to go with it. Amazing. That's what my mom's name, Marjorie. Oh, my grandma Marjorie. So that one had me in tears. I'm not going to lie to you. I was bawling like a little child for a whole minute. I had to actually take a minute to just sit there and breathe for a second and be like, okay, it's going to be all right. Compose yourself. You're doing a reaction. So yeah, that one got me. Marjorie from Evermore, bawling like a little old child. So if you want to see a 30-year-old man in tears listening to a Taylor Swift song, if you're like, what? And he's a fan of metal, that one's going to be up. It's going to be up on the 2nd, actually. What do you guys think might be the 3rd album? This is going to take me a lot longer than I thought it was going to. We'll blaze through it. We'll start blazing. Because I haven't reacted to a lot more past this first row. Boom! Next one that we've got, One OK Rock, the freaking Zanisku reference. Or I totally mispronounced that. I'm so freaking sorry. But good God, an amazing album. Holy crap. Such a freaking solid album. And in fact, directly after we get done streaming here on YouTube, we're doing a live concert reaction on our Twitch of One OK Rock. Amazing album. And again, you can hear so much progression with this band and how they just continuously grow every single album. Freaking Tommy! What is up, dude? Keep me company in the ER? Draws, why are you in the ER for? What in the heck? I hope you're doing okay, homie. I will keep you all the company. If you need me to drive there, I'll be there. I don't know how far away you are, but I'll be there. Golden by JK when Jimin's new Muse come out in a couple of weeks. All right, Lisa, I'm going to spoil something for everyone in chat really quick. Jimin's album is on here. Jimin's album, obviously, is in this 30 days. Suban, what happened? Yeah, exactly. Marianne, we got to know. All right, so next one is going to be this one. Boom! McFly, Motion in the Ocean, which is, in my opinion, one of the greatest and most random punny names for a freaking album. T freaking Dragon in the house. What is up, homie? How you doing tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a fan of K-pop and you have not yet, please go check out T Dragon stuff. Freaking amazing. I absolutely love your channel. And I hope you're doing freaking great right now. So, McFly, Motion in the Ocean, coming in clutch, about to be dropping that one on there as well, too. I freaking love them, and then we're actually going to be seeing them in October in London, so we're going to be going through all of their albums as well. But McFly, Motion in the Ocean, freaking awesome album. That one's going to be dropping as well, and then boom, and mother freaking skadoosh. That doesn't even look like it changed anything, but I did. Bandmade World Freaking Domination album coming at you, blowing that one up, dude. I am so freaking stoked. I'm septic again. Apparently, I'm getting antibiotics infused. Well, first of all, please tell Jewel I said what is up, and I hope that she's doing good. And second, oh my God, I hope that you get better, my friend. We got to talk more. I'm so freaking sorry to hear that. This is announcing the 30 albums. Oh, this is going to be bingo. It would be way funner if I did bingo. That would be hilarious. Hopefully next time we do bingo. And this isn't going to be the last time that I do a 30 albums in 30 days thing. If this goes well, we're going to continue doing these. Because it's a lot of fun, actually. It's a lot of fun. So, Bandmade World Domination album. I love the color scheme because it totally goes really well with this. But it is freaking legit. An amazing album. And again, one thing that I'm liking about doing album reactions in this way of chronologically doing them, one thing that I'm really liking about that is the fact that you get to hear the growth in these artists. Because like artists like BTS, artists like I can't really say Taylor Swift yet because I haven't really been going through chronologically, but BTS, One OK Rock, McFly kind of a little bit. They were huge when they first popped off though. And then Bandmade. So Bandmade, One OK Rock, BTS. Bands like that, they did not start off anywhere. They started off from the freaking ground. BTS from a freaking dorm room holding 7 people in it. One OK Rock, freaking smallest little venues you've ever seen in your life. Playing shows where I used to play as well too. Bandmade, same freaking thing. We actually just did a reaction to Bandmade's, them playing at a festival with like maybe, I'd say probably 80 people were in this crowd, but it was a rough performance area for them to do it at, and they crushed it. But yeah, no, Taylor Swift has definitely grown, but I don't know. I only say I don't know about hers in this way is because like I haven't started from hers chronologically. Like we've been skipping around albums since people suggest me different ones, but I really would love to hear some of her old stuff to compare it to her new stuff. But yeah, I definitely agree. She's grown, I think, obviously as an artist, and I think one thing that's cool about her that you can actually put with everybody in this top row, which a lot of people might not know yet, but like Taylor Swift, BTS, One OK Rock, McFly, and Bandmade all write their own music, which I think is awesome. So whenever you listen to a band like this, whenever you listen to anybody in this top row right here, if you listen from the first album to where they are now, you're going to hear a lot of changes and a lot of growth and stuff like that. And that's one thing that you don't get with a lot of commercialized bands. Because, for instance, this one, I'm just going to throw it out there. And if anybody's mad at me for throwing this one out there, I'm sorry. But it's just the only good reference that I have to think of right now. But Beyonce. Everybody was like, she's gone country. Look at them boots. Oh, my God. So everybody was freaking out because she went country, but at the end of the day, she really didn't go country. I mean, she kind of did. Yes, she was like the face of going country, but other people wrote the music for her, and other people were writing music for her before. So if it was a band like BTS, and if August D was like, guys, I'm recording, producing, writing a country album, I can't freaking wait. I hope you guys like it. If August D came out and said, I'm doing next August D4 is a country album, I'd be like, I cannot wait to find out what the heck this is, because it's actually him writing it. You know what I mean? So whenever I know that an artist like up here is writing their own music and they do take different directions or something like that, like Taylor Swift kind of went a little bit darker in one of her albums. One OK Rock said they went a little bit poppier in an album that's coming up I'm not really sure about. Dark and Wild's changed a lot of directions. Whenever they do different things like this, I'm totally here for it. And I'm not saying I'm not here for Beyonce. If anybody wants to be like, I love Beyonce, she might be freaking awesome. I just haven't really checked her out. But I know for a fact she's not writing any of that music. She's singing it and performing it, which is cool. But there's a difference between a performer and a artist. And I think that there is a difference between those two things. Now, I'm not hating or casting any shade. Beyonce's a queen for a reason, I'm sure. But at the same time, that's the thing that I think is cool about these albums. But going in, let's see. Oh, boom. And Tommy said, what's wrong with country? Dude, I live in the country central. Nothing's wrong with it, except it's everywhere here. Apples, what is up, homie? All right, so let's do this. No albums, but great songs, in my opinion. Oh, Daniela, she's from Kazakhstan. I would definitely be more than interested in doing that. That would be very cool. I think you love to speak now. I'm definitely down. Yeah, T-Dragon, it's very cool. Still floors me that Misa, a bandmate, learned guitar out of necessity. Yeah, very true. All right, here we go. Next one that we're going to be reacting to. I'm actually really glad to be uncovering these because this took me hours to do. Hours to get this done. Like, no albums were in this correct size. I had to resize them all. It sucked. And then I was like, well, why don't we cover them all up? Because that would be awesome. No. Boom. Next one that we're going to be doing, Adam Lambert, motherfreaking Velvet. First Adam Lambert concert or album that I've ever reacted to, a full album of his. But I've grown to love him as a artist because he is so much more than just a pop vocalist that I thought he was. He's done a lot of different rock type stuff. Obviously, he did stuff with Queen. But his actual, Feel Something is probably one of my favorite songs by him. He is a very, very well-rounded, talented artist, and I can't wait to check that out. Still need to check out Dolly Parton's latest album. Oh, I still need Apples. We should put that on here. Totally down. But yeah, so next we've got Adam Lambert. I have not done any of these album reactions from here down, so I'm not sure what we're getting into. I'm going to be as surprised as you are, but Velvet has been suggested a lot, and we're putting it on the list. I'm really freaking stoked to check it out and find out more about it. I have heard, I think, 2 or 3 songs from this album, but I've not heard the recorded versions of them. So, new for me. Let's freaking do the next one. Oh, boom! The Rose Feel. Very excited about this. See, if you'd asked me, there's an easy way to do this. So, I've got it all on Canva. It was kind of, I don't know. I've got it all on Canva, but I don't know. If there's an easier way, next 30 and 30, we'll do it, and hopefully it is. I will definitely consult with you next time, dude, and then hopefully we'll make it a lot easier. Started my first battle jacket? No freaking way! What is it going to be consisting of, Hugo? That's freaking awesome. And then also, yeah, goats. So it's funny, there's a Dollar General really close to where I live, so you might be able to hear. Yeah, Heels. So Heels coming up next. But so there is like a Dollar General really close to my house, and right in the front little part, whenever Dolly Parton came out with their new album, I think it's called like Rockstar or something, isn't it? but her album was for sale there. And the lady, there's like this old lady cash register lady that is up there, and she's like the kindest woman ever. And she was like up there bopping it, just like singing it, pouring her heart out, like singing and just doing her thing, and it's hilarious. I freaking loved it. But I haven't heard that album either, except for what that lady was singing for me. Excited to check that out one day. But Heal, the Rose Heal album. I've heard songs off of this, and I absolutely love everything I've ever heard from the Rose. I can't freaking wait. Love Your Life. You're coming to London. Awesome. You're seeing 1OK Rock here too? Yes. You're going to their concert? Yes. I'll be there. I will be there, my friend. Me and my wife actually have tickets for the 11th, and I can't freaking wait. I'm so stoked. We actually last night just booked all of our stuff for that trip. So yeah, we're going to be doing this. The Rose Heal album next. I haven't checked that one out yet. I have checked out the album Duel that came out, which was really freaking good, and I loved that one. It told a story from the start to the finish of that album, and I'm really interested in how Heal is going to do that as well. I'm not sure, but I'm really stoked. But the next one we've got, wha-boom! Mother freaking Rolling Quartz Victory. I hope people are stoked about this one, because seriously, Rolling Quartz is one of my favorite K-rock bands ever. And I kind of feel bad because they're in this weird position that I found myself in numerous times as an artist. They are getting categorized in a K-pop genre because they're a Korean band. They are not pop at all. They are not even a little bit pop. I don't think they're pop in the least bit, but they're being put on K-pop festivals. They're getting put into a lot of K-pop genres because I think that marketing wise, that's like the most vast way for them to do it. But I'm telling you, dude, they are not K-pop in the least bit. It's almost like the Rose. I don't really think the Rose is K-pop, but I would say even more so, Rolling Quartz is not K-pop either, but they're getting put in that. I don't know. What would y'all consider the Rose? Because they're not. They're not K-pop. What are they? They're maybe like... And I think, too, just because... Does everybody call, like, American rock? Do they call it American rock? Do they call it A-rock? You know what I mean? They do look like K-pop stars, Dragonfly. That's very freaking true. Very freaking true. By the way, dude, if you come to the Twitch stream after this, I'm going to be changing my attire. And I got a little surprise for you, man. I'm really freaking stoked for it. But freaking indie. Okay, good. So that's how I would describe the Rose as well too. I would say that they're like indie rock-ish, kind of. But they kind of... I'm loving the fact that a lot of bands are transcending what I would consider a genre. Because pop is like popular music. So you can almost say like anything's pop, technically, depending on what's the most mainstream thing then. The Rose is a band, just like Rolling Quartz. Exactly apples. The Rose is indie, alt-rock. Okay, so yeah. I'm liking this. But Rolling Quartz is going to be the next one. I have, again, not checked out this album yet. We pretty much, from here down, I haven't actually seen these albums yet. But I have heard some. Why are you changing your tire on stream? Oh, guys, I'm going to be changing a tire out back on Twitch. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to show y'all a thing or two. About a thing or two. Agreed, indie rock. Also, there just isn't really much of K-rock genre. Yeah, which I'm growing to learn that. I was trying very hard whenever I was out in Seoul to go to a concert there. It was harder for me to get a ticket to that concert that we were talking about than I thought it was going to be. I thought I would just be able to buy the ticket, but everything that I was trying to buy a ticket on had to have like either my address or I had to have my phone number from there, and I didn't have any of that. And I didn't know anybody I could get a number from. Also, at least it's very well known. So yeah. So freaking we've got that. Genres are melding so much these days, it's hard to put it in any category. You know what's really wild? We might be going so far into this scattered out genred thing where we're going to have to generalize everything. And hopefully we get away from the area-specific generalization of things like K-pop, P-pop. I don't know what they call American pop. I can't wait for the tire change stream. It's going to be awesome. You know what I mean? All right, heck yes. So moving on, I'm really stoked about Rolling Quartz Victory. They're freaking awesome, and I can't wait to check out that one. Boom. Next one that we got, Baby Metal, mother freaking the Metal Resistance album. I've been very excited about this, and I cannot wait to actually check this album out. We've heard songs of that on many concerts, but I've never actually heard the album quality versions of them, and I'm really excited to hear what they actually sound like. Baby Metal, The Metal Resistance, full album coming out. Dreamcatcher is another one that I find it hard to gain a lot of traction because of their harder style of music. I agree with that. And I feel like, too, they have kind of come into this thing where they're going a little bit more, slightly more in the popish direction, but maintaining that heaviness. And I love that. I think that's very interesting to me. Post Malone. Freaking Posty! I freaking love Post Malone. All right, heck yeah. Baby Metal, Metal Resistance. Again, I've heard a lot of these songs live. I haven't heard the B-sides of this. And I think we're going to be doing the overseas Japanese version, but we're also going to be using the last little bonus track. We're going to be using that one in on there too. So we're going to be listening to all the songs. We're going to be listening to the released in America one, or the international one, as well as the Japanese. A boom! Revive! Motherfreaking Revive! From Nemophila, which actually has my favorite metal female vocalist of all time. She's number one for me, my friends. My favorite. She's freaking awesome. She can hit an insane range. I haven't heard enough of their songs. It's as far as like recorded songs enough. So we're going to be doing that. And actually freaking Dragonfly's already sent me the freaking playlist for it. Thank you so freaking much, dude. I just saw that message just a little while ago. So Dragonfly's already sent us the playlist for this one. Revive, Nemophila. I can't freaking wait, man. I'm so freaking stoked. So that one's going to be awesome. I'm really excited to find out like what my favorite songs off that album are going to be. And again, anything that I haven't heard yet, B-sides are like my favorite thing ever in the world, because I feel like it allows an artist to be a little bit more experimental and ambitious with their songs, because they don't really have to worry about it. If you've got your songs written out, and whenever a producer or somebody comes in, they're like, this is it, this is it, this is it. Cool. Now what do we go for? 30 and 30 sounds very aggressive, exhausting. Okay, it's going to be a lot of fun. I thought about that for a little while, and I was like, it's like an hour each album, which is really not that long. And then on top of that, I'm getting to hear a lot of music that I love. So I'm actually all about it, man. You wanting the studio versions on it? Anyway is totally cool with me. Studio version, live performances, whatever we go for, man. It would be cool, though. Cleans. Mayu's cleans are absolutely my favorite. Mayu's cleans are awesome. If you really dive into her scream and listen to like how she's doing her scream, it's so wild to me that she's able to do the cleans that she does and the screams that she does flawlessly for an entire thing, dude. It's wild. So freaking good. What's your opinion on hard style music? Hugo, I freaking love it. And in fact, the last 3 albums on here that we've talked about, I would say are in that genre of hard style music. All right, here we go. Boom. The next one that we've got. This one is actually going to be freaking City Zoo by Jim. Now, if we're being honest, Jim's album Revelations is one of my favorite cohesive pieces of art that I've ever experienced in my life. Revelations. And I'm not saying that if you listen to the album, you're going to get the same experience I got. But if you watch on YouTube, just type in Jim Revelations album. The entire thing is like a movie. It is a movie that will rival any K-drama you've ever seen ever. It's freaking awesome. It's science fiction mixed with romance and like mystery and just cool. And the freaking, all the songs go with it. It's such a cohesive work of art. And whenever you realize that she not only wrote the music, sang, performed a lot of this stuff, also acted in the music video / movie, directed the music video / movie, and wrote the idea for the concept of the music video / movie. Jim has become, in my opinion, a freaking rock god. Okay? She is. She's amazing. That's awesome. And I can't wait to check out City Zoo. That's going to be so fun. DEF CON 1 Weekend Festival. This is crazy. When is that festival? But City Zoo by Jim, going to be checking that one out. I cannot freaking wait. But in saying all that, with Revelations, the freaking bar is set to the roof right now for me. So I'm excited. I know that she as an artist is just going to be good no matter what she does. I don't expect the same thing that she did in Revelations for this, because that's like, I don't say this word often, but that's a magnum opus. People, like, seriously, is there an artist out there that you're like, this was their magnum opus, which is like their greatest work of art? Is there an artist out there that you can say that their piece of work was their greatest piece of art? I don't know, because I haven't heard all of Jim's other stuff, but just from my perception, unless anything else is out there that she's done that's like this, for me, that's Jim's magnum opus. Freaking Revelations. It's so good. So what would you guys say is like your favorite band's favorite album, that this is their greatest work of art that they've ever done, the most cohesive, amazing, awe-inspiring work of art that the artist has ever done, that you would say? You're one of the only ones that I've seen do full albums, at least so many of them. It's awesome. Oh, dude, heck yes. Thank you. I've been loving doing it. It's like, I was that kid growing up that whenever my mom was like, what do you want to do this weekend? And I'm like, can we go to Cat's Music? That was this record store that was in the town that I live in now, but I lived in a really small rural town away from Cat's Music. So I was like, can we go here? And she's like, yeah, sure. So she'd bring us to Cat's Music and just drop me and my brother off. So it's like me and my brother, like 12, 13 years old. And then she would just go drive and do her other shopping that she needed to do. And so we would just be in Cat's Music. And it was like in the shopping center. So it was like Cat's Music. There's like a Sally's Beauty place and all this stuff. And we would just be chilling out, going through there. And every week they would have like a new weekly artist that was in like the listening station. So it was like different listening booths, or like different. There was like 7. And normally out of the 7, I had like the guy, his name was Randy, which turned out to be my wife, her best friend in high school, which is hilarious. Small world. But so like we were if Randy was there, he would put metal stuff, like a new metal album, in the listening booth. And so we'd be able to hear new bands and stuff like that. That's where I heard like All That Remains. This is where I heard like different wild bands like Bleeding Through and all that stuff. So I am like a straight up full albums and then like listening to it from start to finish, because they tell a story, man. It's so freaking good. Sgt. Pepper's, the Beatles Sgt. Pepper's. Dude, Flowers. Ah, damn. Avenged Sevenfold self-titled. For me, I love the self-titled, but is Awaken the Fallen, that one in my opinion is mine, but I don't know. I'll have to listen to the self-titled again, but is that the same one, Awaken the Fallen? No, I don't think so. I Won't See You Tonight part 1 and 2 were on this one, right? Or are we talking about the same album, we just don't know it? Or I don't know it? The Black Album, Metallica? She. Dang, all right. BTS, how can I pick just one? It's like BTS discography, the magnum opus. RM, Right Place, Wrong People. Freaking awesome album. Damn, that is a good one. And you know what, Moonstone? I'm going to agree with you on that as far as his solo stuff. Because as much as I love Mono and as much as I love Indigo, Right Place, Wrong People is so good. That's 4 years prior. Damn, Flowers. Then I'm going to have to listen to a self-titled album of theirs. All right, let's go. Next one that we've got. Boom. This one is Keep Me Fed. And I'm actually going to be posting this one a lot sooner because it just came out. But Keep Me Fed, The Warning. I saw The Warning live in freaking Tokyo. In Roppongi with Bandmate. They freaking crushed. And I've heard a lot of the songs off this. The Warning actually did what I was talking about Taylor Swift doing, that I think that she really succeeds in doing. They have dropped lyric videos to all of their songs if they don't have a music video to it already. So they're doing music videos and lyric videos for the entire album. It's such a good idea for an artist to do that, because I'm telling you, man, fans are going to be doing them. Fans are going to be coming out with lyric videos, and a lot of the times, especially if they don't speak English, like if it's a Korean band and they don't speak English, there's going to be those translation videos, like the color-coded translation videos, and your lyrics might get misunderstood. It's such a good idea to come out with lyric videos for your full albums, man. Duel is kind of brilliant album. Draws, I'm going to agree with you on that one. Dimash, The Story of One Sky, is my favorite album. Yes. Love Your Life. I freaking love that. Dimash's ID album was great, but Dimash needs to put out a new album, man. He's got Smoke. He's got all these new songs that he's been putting out. I think there's going to be a full album coming out. I just wish they'd throw it out there. Now you're going to make me start crying again. Oh, Dave. Dude, no, you're coming to Nashville. We're gonna meet in Nashville, Dave. Dave! It is all good. You know what? In 2, we'll go eat ramen in Nashville. We'll make it all right, dude. We're gonna make it all right. U2's Joshua Tree. I need to check that out too. Green Day, Dookie is a perfect album. Draws. I used to skate to that album all the time, and I'm gonna agree with you on that one. But all right, Cut Somewhere in Time. Oh, dang. Iron Maiden? Hugo, hell yeah. Let's see here. Definitely Post Malone 12 Karat Toothache. Oh, that sounds freaking awesome. Speaking of translations, I think Jim does her translations as well. See, I think that's awesome, man. You need to do that type of stuff. As an artist, I don't think... If you're not in control of doing those things as an artist, your record label should be on top of that stuff. Sorry, burping. And but yeah, your record label should be on top of that if you're not able to do it as an artist, because I'm telling you, it is good financially and for marketing. It is a genius idea. Boom. Next album, Jim and Muse, baby, and it's coming out on that date. Boom, and it's dead center of this freaking thing as well too. We've made our own magnum opus, Jim and Muse. I'm so freaking stoked. I have no idea what to expect, though. I really feel like this album is going to be completely beyond our expectations. Face was awesome. Face was like a darker side, I think. I'm curious to know what Jim and Muse actually is, though. And again, when the heck did he freaking have the time to write this and work on this and record this? At first, my Rammstein concert I got pulled into. My first pit was crazy. Yes. Rammstein. I mean, it's kind of circle. It's kind of like center, kind of, you know what I mean? I mean, it's not really dead center, but I get what you're saying. It's like, if Muse was also right below this, then it would be dead center. But freaking yes. Jeanette, how you doing? Hello, homie. How are you today? Also, Hugo, did you survive your first Rammstein concert pit? Because the pits can get a little bit wild, my friend. Jim and Muse, I can't wait. And I don't know, man. I don't know exactly what to expect from this album, but I'm very excited to hear it. Next, we've got Golden Hour, and this is 80s. I haven't heard this album yet, but I have heard some songs off of it. We're going to be doing an 80s full album reaction, and also soon we're going to be doing a full. We're going to be doing Muse's Army. I mean, yes, that would be the most like obvious answer, but is there something else? Is he trying to tell us something else? I don't know. I really want to know. I'm really excited about it. Fearless Chronicles of Ancient Wisdom. Dan Vask Band is awesome. Wait, Dan Vask has a freaking album out that I didn't know about? Colleen, first of all, thank you very much for the freaking membership on here. You awesome homie. 4 months. Thank you so freaking much. And next of all, I didn't know Dan Vask Band had a full album. We should check that out too. But 80s Golden Hour. I'm really excited to be checking this out. We've actually listened to 2 other 80s albums, and I'll tell you, 80s albums do not freaking miss because they're all amazing. Everyone that I've checked out, the World episode, and there was another one, I can't remember what the other name is. I'm not great with names, but I'm telling you, both albums, complete golden albums in my opinion. They did not have one song on those albums where I'm like, I'd skip it. They were all freaking great. I'll say it like this. There wasn't a song on the album where I was like, God, I can't wait until the song's over. Every one of them were awesome. And I'm really excited about hearing Golden Hour. I don't know what to expect, but it's 80s. It's going to be a banger. Next one we've got, boom. This one's a little bit different. God, wait, hold on. We're losing it. What's the name of this album? Sweet Cheez-Its. Oh, God. All right. I'm going to figure it out. 2 whole seconds here. Wait a whole moment. I think I've actually got it right here. Why do we do this? Why do we do this to ourselves where we don't know the name of the freaking album? Oh, this one is Dear Insanity, I think. And I think that's DPR Ian, Dear Insanity. Why did I not recognize that right off the bat? But that is Dear Insanity by DPR Ian. Stoked. That is probably Jody's favorite artist from the land of Korea. And I'm really excited to be hearing that one as well, too. Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Oh, that's cool. Sure did. My arms were black and blue because they have a bleeding disorder, bud. I'm fine. We do it again. I feel you on that, homie. I feel you on that. I get that every once in a while. Like if I go to a concert, my arms get really smashed up. My forearms. I don't know why. Apparently, Jim recorded Muse in November, but he went before he went into the military service. That is freaking awesome to know, Lisa. Thank you for letting us know. Isn't K-pop just manufactured poop crap? No. But I'm sure some of it probably is. Some of it most likely probably is. But there's a lot of manufactured poop crap that's out there. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say that all K-pop is, and I would say that most of it is actually pretty awesome. But there definitely is. There definitely is. Like in any genre, there's manufactured poop crap metal out there, believe it or not, which is wild. Why do they have that? If you're going to sell out, why sell out in the most unsell-outable freaking genre? You know what I mean? But people do it. People do it all the time. It's weird. Dude, I went on tour with somebody. Let me tell you this really quick story. Funny story. Funny, really horrible story, actually. We were playing at a place called the Sweetwater in Nashville. If anyone knows what that is, it is the most dive bar in Nashville. I actually fell one time into my drummer's splash, nailed him in the face with his splash cymbal. Amazing. It was freaking awesome. But he recovered. We freaking made it back okay. He actually pushed his splash, which pushed me back up on my feet, and I was totally good. It was all amazing. I freaking loved it. But at this concert, outside of the show, the promoter came up to me. He was like, "Hey, I love y'all's music. And I'd really like to help you guys if y'all want to go on tour with us. This band, blank, which I will not say their name, but they were a metal band in the Christian metal circuit. Because at the time, Christian metal was popping off, dude. I mean, blowing up. Christian metal was out there. Myself, personally, I am a religious person of sorts. I don't know. I'd say I'm more spiritual than religious, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, not even going there. But, so I was like, oh, that sounds cool. But I've never been like, let's put our religion or politics or anything like that in music. So I'm not really like a Christian metal band by any means. But, so I was like, all right. Is that the one with had the broken stage? Megaware, yes, that's the broken stage one. So, but either way, we were talking to him. He seemed like a cool dude at first. And then he was like, you want some of these drugs that you put in your nose that's powder? And I was like, what? No, I'm good. Thank you, though. And then he was like, all right, cool. He was like, I'm going to go. I'll be right back. So he goes, does his thing, comes back. And we were like, that was really weird. Kind of off-putting that it was so abrupt because it went from one to tour with this Christian rock band with us to I'm going to go do these things that you snort up your nose. And I was like, this is weird. So then, like, talked for a little while later, and he was telling us that the band that's actually touring right there, and he was like, dude, they are not at all they're not at all like a Christian group, but they do this because that's where the money's at. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. He was like, we have a group of people that actually write their lyrics, write their music, write their words that they're going to say on stage, and then they go perform it. And I was like, messed up, man. Pretty freaking messed up. So there is a lot of manufactured stuff out there throughout music, which is kind of wild. It transcends genres, the corruption of music. But fortunately, whenever we do find music out there that's not manufactured, that's manufactured by the artists themselves, not the actual industry that's trying to make money off of things. I mean, obviously, listen, every single album that's on here, there's that industry doucher that's making money on that, okay? That's just a fact of life, because if we've heard of them and they are somewhat mainstreamy in the least bit, unfortunately, there's some kind of corporate doucher out there that's making some money. He's like, you know, doing his little crappy little grimy fingers because he's been eating really greasy cheese, like expensive cheese, and he's got all of his fingers, his money, and he's made money off of all this, okay? That's what I'm trying to get at. There's a dude out there that's doing that. It's part of it. But the cool thing is, too, without that doucher out there, unfortunately, there would also not be some of these bands here as well, too. So, in saying that, we got to find the good ones that manufacture their own music and actually are legit humans. And I feel like everybody on this list so far, I don't know a lot about Rolling Quartz yet, but bet money I'm going to find out. But everybody else out there, and possibly even Rolling Quartz, I mean, they got to, right? They got to be doing it. I know from right now, they're actually doing their own marketing, so that's badass. I need to find out more about Rolling Quartz. But everybody else on this album, reaction list that we've got, and I'm not even going to solo them out. I'm even everybody on this album, because Rolling Quartz, I'm going to assume right now, before, they're writing their own stuff too. Everybody on this list, crushing it, man. The word you're looking for is mass production. Very true too. So either way, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, freaking boom. August D needs to be on the list for sure. We've already actually reacted to all of August D's music. But if he does have any other music, the Christian rock song I love is Shadow by Red. Red's freaking awesome, by the way. I love that. And also in the Christian metal and rock community, there are bands out there that are absolutely amazing. And in particular, one that I would say is one of my favorite bands. And they're probably in my top 15 of all time favorite bands. August Burns Red. They're a freaking Christian band, but they do it in the right way, in my opinion. And I freaking love it. Anyways, here we freaking go. Next one that we got. Oh, boom! This one is, again, another one that I'm freaking stoked about. So, Joyce, I'm not sure if you're in the chat right now or not, but my homegirl Joyce gave us this one, and for some reason, why is it not pulling out? Tom Scott and the LA Express. A boom. Freaking going for that one. This one's for Joyce. Really freaking stoked for this one. Tom Scott and the LA Express. Actually, I have the album over here on my freaking bookshelf, so we're going to be reacting to that one, and I've actually got the lyric book to read along with it, which is going to be a really fun experience as well. Can't freaking wait. Oh, boom! Next one is going to be a little bit of the old Stray Kids, and this one is 8 by Stray Kids. I have not actually heard this album yet, but I have heard a lot of Stray Kids music. I'm not sure exactly what all songs are on this yet, but it's 8 by Stray Kids, homies. We can't go wrong with it. I think it's only a mini album, though. I'm not sure on that. I think it's a mini album. You've got this album. You've got the Tom Scott and the LA Express album or the Stray Kids 8 album. Either one's freaking awesome that you've got it. But Stray Kids 8, I think it's a mini album. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm really excited to be checking that one out. Because Stray Kids, again, they're on that list of man, they're freaking awesome. It's not out yet, that's why. Oh. Well, let's freaking do it, yo. And then boom! Jackson Wang, Magic Man. Freaking stoked. Their newest one that's dropping in July. That's why we got it on this list, yo. So I'm really excited about that one as well, too. 30 and 30, freaking dropping it. You've got the Tom Scout? Nice. Freaking awesome, dude. Magic Man by Jackson Wang. It's going to be my first ever album to fully react to. Recently, he's made posts on Twitter that have made me kind of concerned about how he is viewing his music at the moment, or his musical journey at the moment. I'm not sure what's going on with him, but I'm wishing him all the best. Jackson Wang is an amazing artist, and I freaking love everything I've heard of his. I don't know what it is, but there's been something recently, and let me know if you guys agree with that or what y'all have seen on social media, but his posts recently have just been making me wonder what exactly is going on with him. You know what I mean? Not sure yet. But I am stoked to be hearing this. Every song that I've heard off that album is badass, and I cannot wait to hear the full album. Because, again, albums do tell stories sometimes from start to finish of the album. It's like a creative journey for the artist. So here we go. Boom. Next one. Oh, wow. This one's, again, another freaking awesome one. I believe this one is, that's why, I think that this one is actually Yorushika. That's why I gave up music. Or it's Polka Dot Stingray Cryptid. Not sure which one this is, but we're going to go with one of the two on that. If this is Yorushika, we're going to say that it's Yorushika for a whole 2 seconds because I'm not 1,000% positive. I cannot read this tiny little text. Why did I do this to myself? But I think that this one's Yorushika. Why I gave up music. That's why I gave up music. And that's one of the first songs of Yorushika that I heard was that song in particular. Dragonfly introduced me to it. And since then, I have been obsessed, man. And I've kind of got this thing where I won't listen to music that I haven't reacted to yet from an artist that I know I want to react to more. It is Yorushika. Yeah, I was thinking so. Heck yeah. But I freaking love this band. I absolutely love this band. I'm really freaking stoked to be checking out this album because their first album that we've heard of theirs, very cohesive and awesome. And again, they tell a story every time you hear one of their songs. Their music videos are really cool. They've got lyric videos to a lot of their stuff as well too. And it's just awesome, man. Yorushika is a complete package of a band. And that actually brings us to this last one that we have on here. Boom. Which is freaking Polka Dot Stingray. I should have known because that's obviously what she looks like. But Polka Dot Stingray, and this one is Capacity, I believe. Yes, Capacity. Which, again, if y'all have not heard of Yorushika or Polka Dot Stingray, amazing freaking albums. This will be the third album, actually. Oh, dang. Casting done. Draws, yes. Hit us with that update whenever you got it, homie. Lisa, I totally agree. Augusty is awesome. We did the Elma album and also Magic Lantern. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, my God. Magic. Oh, but we checked out Magic Lantern in like a live wave, didn't we? Or we done, trying to think. How do we do Magic Lantern? We did one in a live way, didn't we? I think possibly. But dude, absolutely freaking stoked for this list. Now, what might we have down here from 21 to 30? Capacity is Polka Dot Stingray's debut album. I'm excited to hear their debut album because like if I love always hearing their first work of art. It's like, how did they get to where they're at right now? Or also a cool one to ask yourself is, what did whoever is putting their music out, like what did the record label hear in that first debut album that they were like, we think this is going somewhere? What did they hear? My dream festival is Wacken Open Air. I would love to go maybe in a few years. I would love to go to Wacken. That was kind of on my list for this year, but it just didn't work out at all. But that would be one of the coolest festivals. That or Download. Either one would be freaking amazing, man. But 20 through 30 or 21 through 30 here, this bottom 10 of this list, we're going to be doing, we've got 2 different things on our Patreon that allow people to either buy full album reactions from us and suggest stuff. So I'm going to hold 2 of these for suggestions from both YouTube and Patreon. We're going to do free polls for 2 spots on here. So 21 and 22 are going to be, I'm going to be posting. Actually, you can do it on here. If you want to suggest in the actual comments, not the live comments, but in the comments section, if you want to suggest an album, I'm going to be taking the top 10 suggestions on there. And then we're going to be making a poll on our Patreon, and whatever the top 2 voted are, we're going to do album reactions on there, and we'll do them on here as well too. So those 2 will be part of the 30 albums in 30 days. You don't have to be on our Patreon, or you don't have to actually like pay anything. Just become a free member on our Patreon and you can vote on that poll. But if you want to put your suggestion down in the not live comments, but then the comments that are actually on this video, put your suggestion for an album reaction. We're going to save 2 spots for that. And then we're also going to be doing the rest of them. Like I said, we've got for paid album reactions, and then we also have a tier on our album reactions list for that as well too. So that's what the last little chunk is going to be. That's completely voted on by you guys. So I'm really freaking stoked about that as well too. We've got a lot of work to do, homies. And the last order of business before we take this little thing off here, the last thing that we're going to be talking about of this, I am going to be doing music videos from these albums throughout the month and putting them on YouTube. If there are music videos and stuff like that that we like on here that we can put on our YouTube as well too, we're going to be doing that on here. I'm going to be trying to find ways to really integrate YouTube in this as well too. So don't feel left out if you're watching this and you don't have Patreon or you can't get on Patreon. I'm going to try to find ways to integrate this somehow onto YouTube as well too, but there's no way for me to post full album reactions on YouTube. They get blocked. If I break them up, it just takes me forever, and I've got a mountain of stuff to actually do. So I'm not really going to be able to break them up and put them on YouTube. So the full album reactions are going to be on our Patreon. There's an album reaction tier to check out the albums on there. It's the Did We Just Become Best Friends tier, if anybody's wondering. But all of these are going to be on there. We're starting off tomorrow, literally dropping the first one. And then there are also going to be concert reactions that we're going to be posting up on there. And speaking of which, that's where we're leaving this behind, homies. Comment down below in the actual comments, not the live chat, but in the actual comments, your suggestion for 21 and 22. We're going to be doing that. Check them out, post them in there, and then boom, we're going to this. Now we got to talk. We're going to be doing live concert reactions on our Twitch. We're going to be playing video games on Monday and Wednesday night on our Twitch channel. And then on the weekends, I'll let you guys know a good bit beforehand. But on our Twitch channel, we're going to be doing live concert reactions as well too, and I can't freaking wait. So we're going to be taking suggestions from here, making polls on our Patreon, and then whatever gets the top votes of that poll, I'll be trying to do at least, I'm not going to overpromise anything, but we'll probably do like 150. Not going to promise anything, but I'm hoping to do at least 2 concerts this month live on our Twitch reactions. I already am going to be doing the, This Is My Budokan, the 1OK Rock concert. That's going to be coming up on our Patreon, or on our Twitch, just like in a few minutes. And then we're going to upload it to our Patreon channel. And then, I don't know, maybe we're going to, I'd like to do a BTS concert or any concert that you guys can think of, but we're going to be doing them live on Twitch. It should be really freaking fun, man. Really freaking fun. Hype up the heck, John. So also tonight, the reason I'm streaming early right now is because I've got a lot of stuff to stream on here. And then tonight, me and Chris are actually streaming on the heck, which is twitch.tv/theheckofficial. That we're streaming some Attack on Titan tonight. And it's going to be really fun. So we are going to be streaming on there as well, too. That's the reason I'm streaming earlier right now on YouTube. Either way, homies, heading over to Twitch. I love you guys to death. And thank y'all very much for spending some time with me today. I know we didn't do reactions to stuff. We just talked about a lot of things. But we got a lot of stuff going on, man. July is going to be the freaking wildest of years, okay? Months. It's going to be a whole year in a month. July, okay? Y'all know how people look before and after their presidency? They look all aged and crazy. That's how I'm going to look. Take a good mental picture. That's me right now before starting it. Okay, I hope you screenshotted that, and then just know that directly after this, in freaking 30 days, I'm going to look rough. Okay, freaking rough. Twitch, it is just John Reeves Live, or if you want to watch some freaking anime reactions with us, it's going to be The Heck Official. The Heck Official. Good morning, John and stream. Sorry I'm so late. Leah, it's all good, but we're heading over right now to our freaking Twitch channel. There's links in the comments. I love you guys to death, and if y'all need anything at all, message me, homies. We're heading over to Twitch. I'll see y'all there in like 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes. I love you guys. Remember the face. It's changing.